Gathered friends, it is I, your internet friend, Jerford K. Horcrims.
Oh, there you go.
Indeed. We'll get to this mystic altar, I guess, in a moment.
Yeah, it's a divine altar.
But, of course,
look at this thing.
If you have spent long in this hallowed chat, you are, of course, already an enthusiast of clues. She's in here with something like a special gift. We'll get to that in a moment. Of course, however it came to be, fresh from our first live event, you have emerged blinkingly into Acquisitions Incorporated. The entire purpose of Acquisitions Intoxicated, the spin-off of the larger brand entity, is to reveal to you that which you already own, the art and science of brewing. Come be a part of it. To my right, with me as always, Acquisitions Intoxicated Master Brewer, Eric J. Benson, Edge Benson, the notorious EJB Azerbaijan. Now, with no further ado, understand, gathered throng, I came in here late. I came in here, I have seen this for about 5 minutes total.
And he hasn't seen it fully.
No.
Yeah, nobody's...
Indeed. So you and I will be seeing this at the same time. I attempted gingerly, to see...
To sneak.
The corner of it, like just to take a look. And Clue said, no touchy.
No touchy.
And I ceased to touchy instantaneously.
Yeah, there are actually weapons back here.
Exactly. Weapons grade. I mean, from back here, I can see some storage aspects. Certainly, it's a deeply practical creation. And I can see wheels also at the base.
Yes.
So that leads me to honor you to an even greater degree, because that means that you have got Ghostly and Jack Lemmon and Josh in mind.
Josh was picky.
Oh yeah, well yeah, but he is he has a right to it. So here, so hook me up here. What caused this to occur to begin with?
Well, we're what, a year and a half into the show? Over a year and a half, right?
Over a half,
More,
I think at this point.
Yeah, it's coming up to 2 years soon. So now that you guys have the thing going with 2 beers and starting to get that stuff going, we figured why not an upgrade?
Okay, so you upgrade over then, because before the plan was more or less just to drink on top of the D&D team.
Yeah. I mean, that worked.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
It worked for a
There's
while.
nothing wrong with that.
But this is the next level.
This will help.
All right.
Now you can make as much of a mess as you want to.
Well, I was just gonna say, there's
Holy
multiple.
what? Look at the...
Oh, I can't move that far, can I?
God, is this? It's all like.
This
is like.
What is on top of this?
He wanted rustic, so legit. This is all. I ripped apart a bunch of pallets to get this effect.
That's what this looks like. This is like all reclaimed hardwoods.
Huh?
Yes.
Off your side.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure, we can do that.
I don't think I can reach over there.
Well, here.
And we got a tap.
And the tap.
Oh my goodness.
And then if you want to come around to the front, you can actually kind of see some of the details.
I want to know more. Wow.
Yeah, don't.
Oh no.
What?
Yep.
What?
And the window there, it's soundproof. It's for the Pico. Pico has its home.
It's a soundproof
It's
window?
soundproof box with a light in it.
So Josh has to get like a camera from below. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, no, actually, look, check it out.
No.
Yeah.
It is flawless.
That's amazing.
So we went for
Holy
kind of like this
shit.
rustic bar kind of cool look.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, seriously.
Wait, Josh, I left the Pico Chan thing back there. Can I reach it, or can I walk over
Yeah.
Where is it?
there?
looks
It's
amazing.
it's to your left.
Oh, here it is.
You should see it right there.
Gosh, so there's the Pico window here. No, so does it open on the front, or do we
We're gonna figure out how we're gonna do the whole contraption.
do next steps? Because I mean, I have a hard time getting the grain basket in from an upright.
We're gonna try and make it as easy for you as possible.
I mean, there's challenges associated, but but I totally get it. I completely understand it. But you wanted to make sure it looked like flush and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So that's like the most important thing to clues.
I don't know. This is where we get like we make one of those drawers that like rolls out, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You just pull it back out.
Oh, but then you have to twist it.
And you've named it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hang like a little sign up there. I don't know if
That's awesome.
I don't know where it is. There you go.
It's right there. It's the Pico.
So I
That's
brought the stuff,
amazing.
and we can hang it up like maybe next to the window or something.
So Pico Chan is working, but you also have Pico Sean.
Oh yeah,
who's now
I'll fix that.
tipsy
Yeah, it is
on
now
the back.
tipsy to appease the channel, but
Oh man,
This is
this is so fucked up, Clues.
wow.
so now you can do
I could do real shows.
Das Show
Yeah,
with
as
your
they
own
say.
bar,
Man, I don't know. What do I? It's like.
and we'll hook up all the tap and stuff once we get everything
Well, no, I was just
installed.
gonna say because then we can just have a CO2 tank
Yeah,
installed.
just sitting there.
Yeah. Oh, we put the measurements.
in
Everything.
in the guts of it. And
Yes.
so, and you're ready to pull 2 lines
Yeah.
through the end of this.
Yeah, that's why we
motherfucker?
did
I guess we
that
gotta brew
massive.
more.
Yeah, you have 2 taps
It's gonna
now.
be
so
a heavy
We
Tuesday.
gotta up this.
Holy,
Clues.
that looks amazing.
Clues. Would you endure a hug?
Of course, Hug.
Oh man.
Oh, you're fucking
This is so cool.
Clues. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna. I guess we're gonna put this thing to work. We're gonna start
I wanna-
today.
this is so smooth up on top. I
Isn't
just
it?
want to lay on it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you do
I mean,
this?
can anyone? So they can see it too. So
They,
you
yeah, they
know-
can. They should be able to see it.
You know at home,
Not
this is
stepping.
wholesome AF, as they say, the Falcon. So, but everybody on the chat, they can see that this is basically as smooth as glass.
Yeah.
Just because they can see the reflection
Yeah.
on it. Oh,
Which Josh was
look at
nervous
the zoom
about.
in. Fucking zoom in shot.
But look at how awesome the sign looks underneath. Like
And that
is
was
crazy.
literally an option. We were here at 8:00 last night, so I brought
Putting
this sign.
building it all up, and making it ready to go.
Yeah, because like I said, it's all held together by magnets. So as long as nobody's kicking it, everything should be okay.
Here, so hook me up. When you say all magnets, tell me what you
So the sign, that's held on by magnets, so we can
Okay,
pull
so
it
it's
off and
easy.
replace
It's
it.
not nails.
Oh, right.
No, all the trim, all the panels, everything is
Even
magnet.
the trim is
Even
actually
the trim,
built like magnetized.
It's all. We could just plop it off
You
right.
could change it at any time.
So we can change the front.
We can-
Because we had talked about doing like a stone front, doing faux stone, and making it like
cool.
look like rocks
Is
and
like
medieval.
big, like big rare earth, like what kind of magnets?
Yeah,
you have in
those are
there?
the big
Yeah,
neodymium
the bad
good
boys.
ones. Yeah,
And so yeah, we could have like rock style cladding or
I have a
something on
stack
the
in my
front.
pocket still.
Dude, you're right.
Nice.
And there's some big
metal.
boys. There's some big boys in this one too.
Slot it in. But the one thing that you can't see out front, gathered friends, is that we actually have a ton of storage.
Yeah,
all the
this is the
storage.
tank.
Yeah, look at this.
all the storage we would have had on our regular cart, and it's substantial.
Yeah,
cool.
you've got an
It's-
extra shelf up there in case.
Yeah, it's all held here. We have.
We might do shelves here just for
We're just gonna
extra.
start making cocktails too.
Yeah.
You know, margaritas.
We talked about doing the hooks, so we
yeah.
can.
No, there's some mods. Honestly, that could be
Oh yeah,
magnetized too.
there's this whole thing is meant to
Penny
be modded.
barcade.
Yeah. But then over here on the right, of course, there's a substantial volume
Yeah.
beneath that where we can put all of
Put the beer stuff.
But all the tank and all the stuff that you sort of have to haul in and out.
That's what we built that compartment
Yeah.
for. Is all that whole cart is basically dedicated to just the beer,
Exactly. But like that whole line. God, and then
and it comes apart in 2. That's
then-
why there's a split.
No,
this
does
whole
it
thing
really?
comes apart in 2.
What?
so Josh, on days where we had something new to tap,
Yeah.
we would just make sure we had a camera goosed for that over there.
For the tap.
Son of a.
Yeah, there it is.
There's Jeff's spot. Speaking of which,
Okay.
where is Jeff? Come on. I mean,
Jeff!
I would have expected it. Well, we can't knock on the window anymore.
Yeah, he's not next door anymore.
Yeah. So that's on me. I should have realized that Josh Price
Already had it set up. I mean,
Yeah.
did
Had
you ever
already-
doubt?
had already
I mean,
managed
come
it.
on.
So when you say we, somebody they want to know this on there too.
Oh.
When you say what fraternity of gnomes?
Me and husband. He's a good like structure kind of person, and I
Yeah.
make things pretty.
Perfect.
So like I
is
did.
a
Classic combo.
Yeah, he'll build the frame for me, and then I can put all these wood planks down, and I did all of this nice, good hard.
I did the same
do
thing,
this,
right? Like-
do this.
I'm just gonna get on top.
I want to Titanic this thing, you know? I mean,
You
like.
can just pet it all the time, and even if you beat it up, we can refinish it and fix it.
Yeah.
So, when is the all LARP episode?
Yeah.
C team at the Drawn and Courtier happening.
Yes.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Because
We do-
because you can
everybody's, like,
swap
sitting
out the
down.
front sign.
We replace the Acquisitions and Intoxicated sign.
Yep, because it just pops off.
Because we can have an Acquisitions Incorporated sign
Yep.
or a Drawn and Courtier
Yep,
sign.
or we can
any
put Drawn
one
and
of
Courtier.
which would be
Just LARP it.
appropriate.
Just mark
And then we can put different stuff in the window that's appropriate
And it
for
lights
each
up.
of those different types of events. Oh, really?
There's lighting on the
It's got
inside of that box.
like
You could
LED?
sit in there. You could fit. My son sat in there with the light on. He's all, look on, because it's
put a
just a
little
touch
canard
button.
down there?
I missed it because I was walking. Yeah, who helped you?
Me and husband.
Okay, she's 2-person job.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's
Crazy.
function. I make things look good.
Well, here. So take a look. Take a look at this.
I've been looking at this.
Stand right before this.
Yeah.
This
All right.
instrumentation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the camera.
Your camera angle.
Get a load of. So
Hold on. I gotta practice.
Don't worry, we'll be
defined by the. This is like the Jeff.
This is your first quest,
I'm
Jeff.
gonna
You gotta
keg
figure out how
stand
to
it.
put that on.
Oh, gee.
It smell. What people don't. It smells like a
Yeah, it
woodwork
smells like-
shop.
Yeah,
in here.
it's
It's
delicious.
wonderful.
No,
And it's going to pair well with some of the stuff you got back
No,
here.
I know.
True.
it's profound. Well, here. So should we put this bar top to work?
Yeah. I think we should thank Ryan Hartman for this
Oh,
one.
indeed. Ryan Hartman wins Sur le Tweet.
Yeah, I think this is a good one to christen this bar with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you going to break it over the bar?
Yeah, I think, yeah, right.
No, that was the beer. Here, so let me grab a glass or two.
I want to get in the main. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We can go to the big shot.
Yeah.
A wild ride.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, is this? Did you
You,
bring this beer from your trip?
I heard my name.
Did you see this horse shit?
I saw it in pieces yesterday, and it was ridiculous. Just in
Yeah, I was bringing it up in the elevator. Like, oh, hi, Ryan.
yeah.
Bringing pieces up. Don't mind us.
dope. This is really, really cool.
It's
I was
sick.
just watching.
You
the
need to
stream.
pet it.
So,
Are you ready to
Look at
LARP
this
a
thing.
Drawn and Courtier episode?
Yeah.
With this setup, I don't know.
I mean, you have your episode that you could work a theme like this pretty easy.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
everything changes
okay.
out.
Your
What I'm
hook?
gonna.
Might be interesting to
one
put it in a
piece.
culinary context.
Oh, shit.
So take a look at
True.
so that sign, the Acquisitions Intoxicated sign out front, that's all magnetized. So you can
What?
It
The
comes
whole
off.
front. So if you want to change the
It's like
face,
modular. Dude,
every panel, every trim, it's
Even
all
the trim-
magnetized.
yeah, even the trim is magnetic.
Ryan's gonna break it.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get one that's like Donar's Yum Yum Hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Just swap it out.
So yeah, if you want to change it for any look, then we can.
Yeah.
We'll just build new panels for
Set
whatever.
up 2 taps.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
It's all right, huh?
This is pretty cool. Also,
The
chandelier.
Chandelier adds a lot of
Right?
ambiance, doesn't it?
yeah, man. Jeez.
Well, that's
Totally reinvents the space.
I know that's Alyssa's from the
I
game.
saw this and I was like, oh man, I should have brought some more in their planes.
It's
I got you a bunch of the planes.
So it's on wheels, yes?
Yes, it's all on wheels.
Oh,
We,
yeah.
we can store this in my office when we're not filming.
Yeah, we probably have to.
There's not a lot of room.
Well, when they were bringing
Ice
it in
bucket.
yesterday, I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about storing stuff.
I tried to make it as storage friendly as
big-
possible.
I know, we don't have any
I
room.
was just like, oh man.
You know what? I will make room. Ooh. Oh, all right.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah, modular.
We can't, I know, it's modular.
Yeah, we can't do the
can't slide it across.
The Sam Malone where it slides all the way down.
The salmon.
Well, technically,
very hoppy.
this top is replaceable too. If we ever want to change tops.
No.
Even the
This
top-
top
I'm
is
all
Even
about
the top is
change
really
tops.
easy to come off. So
I'm very tall.
You are very
Dude,
tall.
what I think is funny, Ryan, is that there was a point where you're like, oh, I couldn't. And then as though drawn
yeah.
by a dark energy,
Well,
you were not
you got
able
the
to-
waft.
no to a pliny.
Yeah, you get the waft of the hops.
oh yeah, where's the
God,
coasters?
Right here.
No, the coasters.
Are there
I love this
coasters?
beer.
We've had coasters. I think they're out on the
Oh
cart,
yeah, I think
though.
they're out.
Oh,
in the car
that's out there.
somewhere.
But listen, I don't think anything is
No,
going through this.
no, you can knock on it.
This is-
Yeah, what is it? What is it? Is it just a really thick resin?
This is what is used on bar tops. It's kind of similar to an epoxy acrylic.
Yeah.
But it's a pourable, so
Super cool.
So it just auto levels.
mega-
it lays
Yeah.
down, and you'll pick up a few little things
Yeah.
like all of the nails.
Yeah,
all
it's
these
a-
little nails.
Yeah, but I love
But
it.
it's
though.
so smooth.
Yeah, it's yeah.
All right.
Oh, anyway, so Russian River is a spot. In fact, Ryan just came from there.
You can,
It's a really, really neat. They have an amazing
sneak behind
tap
it.
house.
Pico can go right
super,
here.
super broad menu,
You see the window?
but
Nuts.
Soundproof.
they have a couple specialty items.
Yeah.
You used to be able to get, plenty up here pretty easily.
Really?
Depending on the bottle shop.
Oh.
It used to be very common, and I haven't seen it around these parts in quite a while. But it is basically hyper aggressive West Coast pine bomb.
Yeah.
Delicious double IPA.
No, it's exquisite.
But it's also like just generally, it's like on Beer Advocate, it's a 10 out of 10. It's
Yeah.
just assumed to be like, someone's got to be the holy
No,
grail.
exactly.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
I feel like they were well reviewed, and don't get me wrong, it's a really good beer.
Yeah.
But it's just like then its legend grew, and now
Right.
it's the one to chase.
Well,
know?
it's like the Pappy Van Winkle of the beer industry. You know what I mean?
But the main thing about it is it's just as a calibrator, basically it defines what
really
the
weird.
style is about.
Well,
very
it's
floral.
so it smells super hoppy up front. When I drink it, it's really smooth, and at the end, it's super hoppy
Well, I was just gonna
at the
say
aftertaste.
for you.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, how does
Yeah, like I mean, it's
If you're gonna
but
have
it's not
it,
too much.
if you're gonna have an IPA,
so good.
it might as well
This
be
whole thing is crazy.
this one.
See, it drinks
This whole
really
thing was a
smooth, but
pain.
that aftertaste is full of
How long
hop.
did it take you?
We started planning it, I think, after South.
Oh wow,
That's it?
Christ.
That's
Wow,
when.
you've done this in South?
that's amazing.
This past South? Like a
Yeah.
few months ago?
Oh yeah. If this was all
It'd be
able,
like 2 years later.
if this wasn't all
2016.
magnetized, I could have done this in a week. But
But you want.
messing with magnets is a pain.
How do they work?
But indeed.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, you want it to be something that could endure.
Yes.
It's like, right now, maybe these acrylic fluids are in. Later on, it's going to be some kind of composite deck.
You need
Oh,
some
yeah.
coasters. Yeah.
We got them.
They have coasters. I've made the coasters like a year ago.
Yeah, they're in the other thing. I could.
It's true. It's
Go
true.
grab 'em.
But there's a little. Do you see in the front of the little window? There's a home for our special boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff will fit in here, every single piece.
You don't have to get down on your...
We're thinking about hinging. We're thinking about hinging
And
it.
pray.
Oh, and he's gonna have to kind of get down there, but we're thinking about hinging it so that
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Hinge is a good idea.
it already existed in a deeply erotic context.
Yeah.
So
So
it's taking it to a new
if
level.
I have
Yeah.
to kneel down, that just
you're
reinforces-
praying to the Pico.
Madonna, right? Like,
reinforces the metaphor, I
Yeah.
guess, at a certain point. Well, Clues, so are you hanging out for the show, or are you?
I'm here as long as you need me.
Well, here.
There they are. Thank you.
Oh,
Maybe it will.
do we ever have to leave this
No.
bar?
No.
Like,
no, we don't.
It left my house, and I was like,
Just get a,
no.
get a liquor license.
yeah, just serve out of the studio.
No, here, this is the thing. So everybody who was
Sound
at the
deafeners.
show.
Yeah, those are the cork
Yeah.
ones. These are like cardboardy. Those
I'm
are cork.
thinking for sound.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think the mic's picking
Oh,
up the
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, the crock.
the clack of the glass on the top.
Oh, wow. Yeah, of course.
Just like Ryan, just gotta redo anything I do. It's gotta be done better.
Damn!
Planning. Ryan
Shots
plans
fired.
for
Event
fun.
planning. This is an event.
I have been on vacation with Ryan, and it is like a roller coaster.
I run it like a PAX.
He
Well,
does.
there's the spreadsheet, right? Of boom, 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 boom
Well, no,
throughout
it's
the
like
day.
you
His
start-
vacations exhaust me.
Yeah, exactly. But you sit down in a Ryan vacation, you pull the bar down, and then you just go for like days.
It's like a cruise director.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, here's your
But
itinerary.
it's private.
This is what you do.
It's private.
Curated.
Thanks,
This
Ryan.
is amazing.
Yeah,
This
this is pretty good.
amazing.
I'm
Mwah.
gonna move offices.
Yeah. Come back.
Come back. You set up your office right
If
here.
we don't store this in my office, I'm gonna work back here now.
Here. So
Well,
you can
this,
work in it.
Like I
It's
said,
big.
it splits apart, so you can put like one piece of it in your office.
I can hide where the Pico's at. It's soundproof. No one will know I'm there.
Exactly, and there's a light in there, so you can
Sure.
work.
Hey, so I did not know when I went down to Russian River. Like I say, so these bottles actually came from the tap house.
Yeah.
So right when you walk in, you have the sort of tap house that occupies the vast majority of the building. But then there's a door to your immediate left
Okay.
that is just for sales.
Oh,
so
it's
you
like
go to
your
tap
own bottle
houses,
shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So you go to a tap house or whatever, and they'll have like a cooler.
Yeah.
Go to Lucky or something like
Yep,
that.
they usually have a small cooler, or you're getting a growler filled.
Yeah,
but
these days it'll be a growler. But they essentially have a beer store
That's
up
fantastic.
front, and that line can go out the front. Even the line for the regular house can be
Yep.
that way. But it's a really, really interesting thing. But I'd never heard of Blind Pig before I went to the actual tap
really?
house. And
Okay.
so whenever I go there, and then Ryan just came back from there, so he was able to do it for me. He basically built me like a half and half box of Pliny, which is a pine bomb at the back end. But Blind Pig is a little more balanced, a little more gentle, and I think it's also quite good.
Oh, okay.
So it's a very good contrast
but
to the other one.
still an IPA in every sense of the word.
This construct now makes me feel, because I'm at the end here, I feel like you guys are the hosts, which is appropriate. You're the guest coming
I'm
on
the
to
guest
promote
on
your
the side.
new movie, and I'm like the
Really cool shirt guy.
Andy Richter
No, dude,
of the talk show.
I was gonna say Andy Richter, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Ed McMahon for those of us that are a little older. Yeah, like this is in fact, you should stay with the narrow shop most of the time, and then when it's time for the wise ass comment, the loud shirt, then you switch the camera angle.
The loud shirt,
when it's time
is
for the
amazing,
hey-o,
by the way.
right? When the hey-o needs to be delivered with precision.
How many people adjusted the monitors of their color when I walked onto the?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, can we
Just
just
bright
point
orange.
out, we talked about it before, can we just point out that every single piece is a different color? Every panel.
Oh no, it's of
And
my
the collar.
shirt.
And the
It's
pocket.
even the color.
That's fantastic.
It's like every
It's like a Kona
yeah.
brewing type thing.
Yeah, I literally went on Amazon and said Hawaiian beer shirt, and this popped up
And it was like,
at a reasonable price.
I love it. All right, here. So talc, I mean, anyone can spill in it. The truth is
Yep.
that
You
it
can
doesn't,
beat this thing up.
nothing would happen.
No.
We could
you can-
pound
you
on it
can-
with hammers
It got
for
delivered
an
in
hour.
rain, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course
Yeah.
it did. Well, here. So like I say, so try Blind Pig, which I think is a little bit more. It's sharper in some ways, but it doesn't have the pine.
Yeah, there's no pine
no,
aftertaste.
not at all.
Yeah,
Got
that's
that
it.
little bit of tang in the middle.
Tang, but it's more floral, I think.
Yeah.
Well, compared to that IPA, everything's going to be a lot more mellow compared to that.
Exactly.
That's true.
But
double.
Blind Pig is also, I think, the carbonation I think is different in it too. So it is a different texture.
Yeah, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's very rare I meet a beer that I don't like.
No, but
it's-
I think compared to Pliny,
yeah,
Blind Pig is more of a
I'd more.
inside baseball.
Yeah, I like it.
I
like it. I like it.
A couple more.
I look. It wasn't as. Like I really enjoyed the lager at Two Beers last week.
Oh my god.
Dude, here. So
That was good.
So I was just gonna say, obviously,
smooth.
thanks so much to anybody who rolled through,
Oh god, yeah, that was amazing.
either online with us or had a chance to come to the event proper and take a look at.
We're going to figure out a way to do another one of those, whether at Two Beers or another location.
Yeah, but I mean, the truth is that there'll be at least one more at Two Beers, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah,
just because
yeah.
that our fantasy and luckily we exist in a context where we can occasionally make fantasies realities. Closer to West, our hope is that there'll be actually a canned. You'll be able to purchase a canned
I can't wait.
back in product,
Yeah.
which will be something else.
I have the can label templates to send to Dave.
No, indeed. I had a brief conversation with that young man, and
is happy.
there was interest.
Yeah.
So, but the main thing is, obviously, thanks so much for rolling through for either of those events. We had a really, really good time
Blast.
putting that together, but I had an extra bonus that you did not have access to necessarily, which is that I actually had growlers of all three
Yeah.
that I have had at my house basically
For 2 days, because they're gone.
Oh no, it did not last. They did not last. Brenna's parents were in town,
Yeah.
and that requires a certain level of drunkenness.
It's good that this is on
Their part or your part?
I don't care. There's a lot of consumption,
Yeah.
generally speaking, and but I was able to endure it with the help, of course, of the lager.
Yeah.
Now the ale is quite good as well.
Yeah.
But
No, they were all great,
And
but-
War Priest, I think, is quite good. But
Yeah.
the lager for me was the big surprise.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, that is not my beer of choice. I do not seek that out. It has a very particular. It rests on the palate in a very particular kind of like flat, not carbonated flat, but just as a way to describe it.
It's not a Pliny.
No, it's not Pliny. It is a very gentle,
Yeah.
easy to drink beer.
It's that summer beer you're
Done
sitting on
well.
the back deck with.
Done well.
But done
That's
well.
the difference between the lager you buy
Exactly.
normally.
Yeah, this is definitely an upmarket.
I have no problem with simple if it's done
Yeah.
well. Like I really like a good saison, and if a normal saison's got nothing in it.
Yeah, really, it's very simple. It's very simple. But for me, the lager, I mean, even over War Priest, the lager was actually out of the three beers, that was my beer of choice.
My favorite part was though talking to people who had attended, and the first time they were getting a chance to try War Priest.
For sure.
They liked the other stuff. They'd never tried any of the other more complicated stuff, and they
It's the
really.
first time I got to try one.
Yeah, they
good.
really liked War Priest. So I
yeah, I
want
mean-
to find a way for more of you to drink what the recipes that you're creating.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is I think that we'll be able to. I mean, shipping beer is a complex issue because of like authentically bizarre laws.
Yeah, dating back to prohibition.
Exactly, right. And so not all of those laws got dealt with. Right?
No.
In some cases, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. But at the event, we don't have to think about any of that kind of stuff.
No,
we can actually
because it's all done through the brewery. It's amazing.
And hats off again to Two Beers. They were so above and beyond. They brought extra beer. I didn't like extra things for everyone.
Yeah.
I could not believe
keychains, all
goodies.
sorts of cool stuff. Yeah.
And who had the gold coins at the end?
I don't know. I think that was
That was a fan that came.
That was a fan.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, that was an
like,
attendee
See,
that
that's
came.
how awesome our
I did not
fans
receive
are.
any gold. I just want to make sure that
Hey, you know what?
I would love some gold.
Why
If
don't
you
you get
have
It was gold
Game
chocolate
here.
coins, and they were really good.
You missed out on gold and chocolate.
buy gold and send it to me. That's the two steps.
You ended up with a pretty kick-ass bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things maybe turned out okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is a bar. I mean, the truth is
This is a bar.
It's shippable.
This is, yes.
Bar is?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Shippable and constructible.
Yep.
Which, to my mind, implies certain things. I know.
It actually does not weigh that much.
Jeff's
Jeff's already like
Jeff's
scared.
project
He's like,
manager
guys, it's been fun.
is getting
See ya."
tighter and tighter on the scalp.
Well, I suddenly realize those tasting fees will have to go up to rent the truck to move it.
No, there's going to be,
That's exactly what happened.
It's going to be a thing. But certainly anywhere in town we could deliver something like the show using this artifact that was created by Clues and husband.
I think
Yes.
we can take the sign. Most of the places we'll go, we'll have a bar.
Just take the sign.
Take the sign.
Oh man, that is
Should
exactly
I build like
right.
a little stand that it just kind of hangs
You don't have
off
to build
from?
anything else, Clue. You have built everything you ever need to build.
Stop building at this point and enjoy.
No, I'm excited to do the refacing. It's like, what's next?
You're good.
Well, how do we ship this to South? On a pallet.
Well, everything comes apart and can be palletized.
Yeah,
Jeff?
the motherfucker, look,
I need
it's
a-
literally made from a pallet.
It's made from. This is all pallets.
So the
that
next
I've
step
ripped
is
apart.
it is extension with a blender for the margarita.
We said that.
I'm down. I'm down.
I guess we can put it on that side so that we get a symmetrical look.
Yeah.
Here, so I've got some ballin' cues here. So Viking Goat says, question 4 clues.
Yes.
Are the pipes at the far end for taps?
Yes.
Yes.
2 of them, in
Absolutely
fact.
2. So there's actually 2 separate lines we could pull through there.
And I'm gonna make another bar.
Okay,
I'm gonna make another tap handle.
Bring another tap handle.
Well, I'm thinking War Priest since it was the first. I kind of, or if you guys
Or
have
you want
another
to make
thing.
like a beer branded tap handle?
I want to, because that one's just Acquisitions Intoxicated.
Yeah.
Make it a full brand one would be really cool.
A drawn and courtier one.
A drawn and courtier? That'd be
Or
cool.
you
But
could
also-
like a chalkboard and you could
Yeah, we could do a chalk. Ooh, drawn and courtier with a chalkboard.
Yeah. So drawing courier would be amazing. Yeah, so DNC on one side and then like chalk on the other side you could write.
That you could
But-
write what it is.
I need
But the
that.
other case is that for some of the classic ones,
Yeah, we could just keep making them.
but think about
They're super easy.
in terms of like the naming convention, some of those would be more fun to think of as tap handles.
Like
others,
velvet
like
cape.
velvet
You could-
cape.
Yeah,
put a cape,
exactly.
right?
Velvet
We could put a cape on the back
I'm
of it.
telling you, velvet
Oh,
cape
man.
tap handle
Is right.
I'm
But
behind all this.
But War Priest basically like coming up on the thing, and it's basically like that.
It's a mall.
I
It's a
was
mall.
thinking, a mall
Yeah.
is the handle.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Anything you want, right?
I'm gonna when Penny Arcade closes, I'm gonna open a speakeasy.
Yeah.
Because-
In here.
In here,
In
literally.
here.
In the
If you need
No joke,
partners,
because of this
you
show,
contact me.
husband and I started talking about we could buy a bar, and we
This
just
is-
need to theme it.
this is
and
how
it
you
could
go
all
down
be
the slippery
this.
slope
I know.
and watch out.
We could call it the streaming room. It's the secret.
Yeah.
It's so close.
The
You-
secret
you gotta,
speakeasy.
So close.
Speakeasy. Yeah, you got to know the knock, and then
You know?
Secret password.
S.A. Wells wants to know, Clues, how
Yes.
much it would cost to get an Iron Man suit. I know you could build one.
Oh, yeah, ditto. I would like,
yeah.
make that 2.
Fabric, just make 2 of everything, and then
I used to do a lot of cosplay, and no joke, have made an Iron Man costume.
yeah, solid.
Yeah, and it only weighs about 40 pounds, so it doesn't weigh a whole bunch.
But you're
So
good. Now,
we can talk.
How are the magnets attached to the bar itself? Now, that is something, Tradis wants to know that, but that's something I don't know myself.
it's magnet to magnet. So on the back of this, there's inset magnets.
Okay, so
and the panels
understand.
just right to it.
So the part that you don't know here on the back is that, of course, there's shelves and storage areas, but there's also vertical posts
That's-
just to
Yeah.
for the tough structure of the
Well,
of
that
the
it
beast.
comes apart, so we had to make sure
Exactly.
You can change it.
2x4 it so we can.
For real support on both
Real
sides.
support to handle this beast.
So then it's magnetized under this, and it just sort of clips on.
Yep.
That's an
And,
understatement.
and you know where it is. You know when it's right.
He's pulling it apart. Look at this.
Yeah,
Pulling it apart.
I put it back together.
So yeah, it just
Can't bring them
He's
everywhere.
showing the magic.
Yeah, no, it's true. Frosty wants to know if the two-headed tap is called spigotti. And I think that is A+.
Double
Shit,
fisted.
Staghorn wants to know if you have a commission shop.
just message me. You guys all know how to get a hold
Yeah,
of me.
yeah, she's around. She's around.
I do lots of random stuff.
Email me any production shots you have, please.
Oh, I've got a ton.
Yeah, email them to me.
How are you, Christy?
I think
Oh, so Christy is the accountant for Child's Play. Of course,
don't have- we don't-
we are all deeply familiar with their auspicious labors.
there you go.
And but Christy is also a big fan of the show and watches it at work.
Come over here.
And so,
And at home.
I was gonna say, so you
it's fun petting it.
so you got drawn into
Yes,
this
I saw
strange
this and I thought,
altar.
I need to see this
to
in
touch it.
person.
No, it's so smooth.
It is.
It's so much fun.
It's beautiful, Clue.
Isn't it nice? And then magnets for days, of course, back here.
Yeah.
All the magnets you could ever
All the
want.
magnets.
All the
There's
storage.
over 100 on this thing.
This is awesome.
Wow, really?
Too
Yeah.
much.
This is amazing.
Thank
you did a great
you.
job.
That's so
Too
cool.
much.
I just had to see it.
Oh, I don't blame you at all. Oh, increased blue. This is a great
wanna
question.
take it apart,
So
though.
materials-wise,
Yeah. Okay, so materials. So the top.
cost-wise,
Oh, cost.
they want to know cost. So reclaimed up top.
This comes from a local feed store that I
Oh,
buy from. So
yeah,
they
yeah.
give me their pallets.
Pallets, that's great.
So
So free up top.
I ripped. I mean, obviously not the epoxy top.
No,
but
no.
all of this wood comes from a feed store. I mean, you could probably even find some of their stamps hidden on here somewhere.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
And I think one of them actually came from a pickle truck because one of them really smelled like pickles.
Oh, what had that? It had a spill on there.
Yeah, I think it had
Vinegar
pickles.
I'm not
spill?
going to argue that.
Yeah.
Pickles are wonderful.
The front panels, those dark ones, those I took apart an old barn. And
Really?
yeah, because he's like, we want rustic,
You
so
just
it's
have
gotta
one
be.
lying around?
No, the palette.
Actually, I do.
We got like 9 of them. Fuck it.
No, dude. This is the thing. Like woodworkers, my stepdad was a woodworker, and if you work with wood,
Yep.
these motherfuckers are like locusts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they will.
Oh, yeah.
They will take any structure down to the studs. It's a normal thing for them. Like reclaiming, but also like collecting and having like a personal library of wood is a completely normal thing for them. And then like, so you tell me about this. He was trying to show me, and I think I sort of understood it, but I could never understood it the way he did. He's like, he had gone to some place and he had found like bird's eye pine.
Oh, yeah.
For the price of regular pine. Oh. Okay. This looks like
Yeah.
Load it up. Yeah.
no.
Thank you, mine.
No, and he was just like, this is the great stuff, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
I was like, it definitely to me seemed like wood.
Oh yeah, I've got 20 acres of trees
expensive wood.
around my property. So I'll go through my forest trying to find burls and stuff just to do wood turning with
I was
because
gonna
it
say-
looks so cool.
Well, yeah, because it's such an interesting. Like, there's so many.
All the grain and
well, the
all
textures,
it,
right?
Yeah, and it
there we
curls
go.
and it makes all these cool little vines inside.
That smells good. Hey, so MT heads. It could be methides.
And threads.
I think it's MT heads. But so, MT. There you go. I got it
MT.
now. How many coats of finish? Now, this is not coats, right? Because this is epoxy,
No, this is
right?
coat. 'Cause-
It is?
Yeah. So this actually has one big sheet across the bottom, so I could nail and try and
Everything
get everything
in.
Oh, you
in.
just pour it in and it goes like seeps through the cracks.
And then,
almost?
I wanted, because I didn't want all of this isn't going to be the same size. So I'm like, all right, well, this kind of looks, it'll fit here. So we had to pour it
Oh,
so
you had to
that
make
way
sure.
all collects.
You had to make sure, yeah.
So I think this took about 6 pours to do
wow.
this top.
so 6 pours, separate pours.
Yeah, and it takes 24 hours to semi-cure each layer.
And then would you
So it's
sand
a
it?
full
Then would you sand a layer? Mm-hmm. Oh Jesus.
Yep, you sand it, you pour it, you sand, you
Where's
pour.
your artist signature?
Yeah, right.
Where did you
Seriously.
put it?
I actually didn't. I
That's
know.
clues. That's not okay.
This is wrong.
We delivered it so late last night, and I was like, I forgot to bring my pen, so I'll bring it
well,
next
here.
time.
You know,
But like
you
I
need to bring a
said-
Dremel and
Yeah,
carve
you-
into
I
it.
do have my.
Because
Bring
it's
your
magnetized,
Dremel.
but because it's all because there's pretty substantial magnetization in the structure. It seems like
Put a magnet.
it seems like there's an opportunity for you there, but if I can be so bold, I don't think that your signature should be one of the things that's removable.
Okay.
Right, and we have to have something in here. So it's like obviously you've done a lot of work for me. Here's some more additional work for you to do. But it's absolutely vital.
I think we do a wood burning somewhere.
It's absolutely
I'll just
vital.
bring like a brand
Yeah.
in, just iron burn it in.
You have to be here. Like you have to be here with us the whole time.
Josh has like 3 more projects for me, so I'm coming in and out all the time.
Listen, I work with Josh too. I know how it
Yeah,
is.
he's needy.
All right, that's what's going on.
Damn, Josh!
Now, Jeff,
All day.
Jeff Raven 65 says, "Can we get some ciders up in this?" That's not hard.
No,
the
we got the
truth is
connection.
that we have the connection, right? Easy connection with two
Seattle
beers
cider.
out front, and then we know perfectly well because we've been there and back around. And then, of course, if you were there for a tasting, if you sat out front, you saw us at the bar. Over to the right is the brewery proper for grain malt type stuff.
But behind.
Directly behind the bar, if you look to the left, there's a little place where you can kind of look back and see the tanks. That's the Seattle Cider Company, right? And Dan, our contact over at that company, has
Dan
already
Green, man?
he has already offered
Yep, for us to do a cider.
to do a cider on the show, bring it out. But of course, I think that Mr. Perkins
Yes.
might be a little bit between projects at the moment.
And this is a good reason to get him out because he doesn't enjoy beer.
No,
But
many
he doesn't
don't.
like-
What's
No,
the
he
same-
doesn't like the smell.
Oh,
So, but cider is something that he can drink.
but it's true for Gav too. Gav made a request. Can we get some cider up in this?
Yeah.
And I
100%.
100% authorize it.
Yeah.
But Gav is especially a fan of two beers. Of the Seattle Cider Company stuff because it's not cloying. Like a lot of times, we've seen it too, where you have the beverage and then they do additions to it. So these are like syrupy, sweet additions. When what Gav wants is like a dry cider, which they have perfected basically.
Yeah, and another reason for that, and actually Dave found this out. The owner that started it has celiacs.
Yeah. So the owner of Two Beers.
Yeah, of a brewing company has celiacs.
Yeah.
and
it's like I'm not stopping.
yeah.
Laura from work.
Come see the bar
Come see the bar.
Bar is
or
very good.
or my new office.
This is
as
an
I'm calling
extremely
it.
good bar. Can
Isn't
I
it
just,
great?
Come over
Yeah,
here.
we
come
all
over here,
want to
Matt.
lay on this and like just.
I want to do a
feel it.
scene out of Fabulous Baker Boys right on the top.
May I?
If you
We know
like
the
me,
scene I'm
pet
talking
it
about.
and lay on it. I know, right?
It's very
Glass.
smooth.
So 6 rounds.
Yes, 6
Of
rounds.
epoxy.
And then if you guys ever beat it up, we can sand it down and just do
another
one.
layer,
Yeah,
right?
just do another layer. So you guys can
Isn't
beat
it
it up.
great?
Yeah, that's what I did a
Right,
lot.
everybody like that.
I
That's
love
the.
her.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I thought it
She
was
nice.
her too.
She's my favorite.
I think I have a picture of my son laying down on this
Oh,
actually.
yeah. One wood.
This is
Yes.
very good. Sorry, I was told I had to come see this, and they wouldn't
That's
tell
amazing.
me what it was, but just said I would appreciate it from a construction
Imagine
standpoint.
imagine my surprise. I came in here for the show and found this contraption.
Had it covered, so they couldn't see.
No. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
This is fantastic. All right, cool. Now
I agree.
It's super modular. You can just.
Stop breaking the damn table.
I didn't break
Can I
it.
just take this? No.
That thing weighs a ton.
Seriously.
If you unscrew that, it weighs.
I was.
Oh, it's
yeah.
all
Oh,
steel.
that one's ridiculous.
And
It's
the
just-
post-
Murder
It's
weapon
black
one.
iron.
Yeah, pretty much like this is pretty good. It's already truncheon. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
made that a while ago.
Laura's
That's
like,
old
How
news.
can I kill?
Yeah.
What can I use?
Yeah. Now, real quick, tell me about Scotch ales so that I know what's going on.
So Scotch ales are going to be extremely malty.
So Scotch ales nourish Jeff's.
Yes,
That's what
these
I'm
are my
hearing.
go-tos.
Look at the smile on his
I
face.
know.
Look at how his demeanor has
I
changed.
bought this. I
immediately.
bought a bunch of Scotch / barrel aged for
that's right.
an emergency acquisitions Intoxicated when
Here.
we didn't have anything to pour.
It's true.
Plus, I just like
This looks
having
up
them
my
in the
alley.
office.
Oh, no. But the main
yeah,
thing I'm
so
talking
what
about is
makes it
giant malt body.
huge malt and
So syrup richness.
yep,
Right?
and yeah, exactly. A lot of caramel.
The smell is
Oh,
so
it's
good.
so good.
It goes so well with the smell of the fresh wood.
Actually, you're right. This is the perfect. Okay, I might need to remember this next time I'm building another bar.
So the danger, obviously, one has heard about the highway that's associated with the danger zone. But, so at 9.2% ABV,
That's actually on the low end for a.
yeah, I mean, they can be
they
high.
can vary.
Yeah, because there's so much malt. It's all about what you do. But the main thing is that there is enough malt body so that when it's done, It's not hot.
Nope.
There's no bite. There's no bitterness
Nope.
in the back. The main thing you're left with, even after an almost 10% product, is just a happy mouth.
Exactly.
By virtue of the fact that it's just like bread calories.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? Things are going to be okay. That's the taste of a Scotch ale.
Exactly. The other one we haven't done, the other style that we haven't done in this vein is a wee heavy. Now this is another Scottish.
Is it a Scotch style?
Yeah. And what you do is called decoction mashing. So
you extract
you
some
take
of the Scotch
some of
ale.
the wort out of the brewing process. You caramelize it.
So boil.
and then you put it back in.
So you reduce it.
So yeah, exactly. You make a reduction, right? And it essentially tastes like a caramel Scotch bomb. It's amazing. It's like drinking toffee.
I support this.
Yeah, whenever you decide to do
yes.
a Jeff bad guy NPC
That's what
themed, I would request that.
That's when the six come in. They're Scotch ale drinkers.
Yeah,
And
because they're
have to be-
they seem sweet and nice, but they'll knock you on your ass.
No, but it has to essentially be a fist you can drink,
Oh,
right?
hello.
I mean, that's the
No,
Mr. Callus. No, but what I'm saying is that we can make a villain beer. Honestly, that is a very, very uncommon theme for us. Generally speaking, we're touching into, we're tapping into like cultural stuff and things like that. I mean, like that would be a genuinely cool twist, I think. Well, shit. I mean, it's 12:43. Is it time to jump in here?
Oh, yeah, you guys should probably make a beer, huh?
Yeah, it's probably true.
So we have two choices. One, we make a beer for clues.
Beer for clues.
Again,
Yeah, they already made me one, which we haven't drank yet,
or
though.
we do a beer
Did you
for
at
the
least
bar.
get to try it at home?
No, we haven't. I haven't whipped it up yet. But
Did you guys make already for clues?
yeah, Tinker's Lantern.
They literally made me a character, and I play that character in D&D right now.
Nice. But you know what though? If it's for clues or for the bar, I mean, right now this is the
Same thing.
We have to make a beer for this bar to recognize.
But we need to honor the bar.
And
You guys
honor.
start making beer, that's my exit.
Okay. Goodbye.
Hanging on the top.
You just had to take one off.
That's about right.
You're crawling around down there, Patrick.
He's
What do you-
taking stuff
We can save
apart.
the other two for some other time.
All right, here.
I think there is isn't there a beer garden at West?
Well, there has
there
been.
was in the past.
There has
okay.
been.
Yeah, I thought there was
about
like
a block away.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 blocks from the Paramount.
Yeah.
Along that there's that street they sort of close off there.
Yeah, it's
On the left side of that, of course, if you're looking east from the center, there has been a beer garden there, I think, twice.
Oh, okay.
But of course, I have no beef with that at all.
No, it was
Exactly. But I would,
Yeah, Ryan said it's lot 76 across from the Olive.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But in terms
So
of
you'd
like
be able to do it with your own beer now?
exactly, like in terms of integrations or
isn't that what the big Fortnite thing was last?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was
sometimes
wasn't that
someone
where
comes in
World
and
of
takes
Tanks
it.
thing was or
Yep,
something?
yep.
World of
Yeah.
Tanks smashed some stuff out there.
yeah. So, but to my mind, like I think that there's all kinds of opportunities to do something
yeah.
specific. But as it stands in the past, like the beer garden has been something that someone else has rented and then
Right, and then they
instantiated.
did
So
something, yeah.
I can't step on their
I'll go
toes.
put these back in the fridge because you guys are probably done tasting.
Godspeed. Yeah, I think it might be a good idea.
This one's
Yeah.
really good, though.
It's so syrupy
yummy.
and good.
If you want to
So
drink more, I can stay.
so let's
You guys should make something.
So let's figure out.
Look at he's such a villain. He's
a
taking the
thief.
beer away.
He's already
Fucking villain.
You fucking
You asshole.
Bring it back!
Taking our shit.
God
you,
damn it.
You
I need
put
a
that.
memento.
You don't deserve that shirt.
Here, but clues. Did you see how easy and solid it went back
yeah.
on? He
That's
like
got some good
stole it
magnets on
and
there.
ran away, and then he like put it
back
near
on.
it,
Well,
by it.
they all got to see because I watched.
Oh, yeah.
So they were able to see it come on and off.
So legit. Now, bar.
God, what kind of
obviously,
concept of beer do we go for?
Exactly
this?
right. And so we're talking about obviously bars and beers have a fundamental association with one another. Who can say what it is? But
I don't know how they came to this conclusion where these two things go together.
how do we dial it in? Like how do we take that obviously broad concept? Like
Sure.
how do we dial that in? So like for Prafa, we made a beer for her.
Yeah, the Red Larch
Red Larch Regular, where it's basically like, okay, she's good at this. She knows how to do it. She can basically do this with the one hand while she's running the whole place.
Exactly. It was so simple
One hop,
and easy.
Right. It's sort of
But
something
it's
like,
all ingredients that she could have gotten around.
something like a
Red
smash,
Larch,
honestly, but we did it like, a year ago.
Is
That's
there
how far ahead of the
anything that
curve.
has like a
listen,
cedar?
well,
to it? Because the whole front
there
is
you
cedar.
Go. There you go. No, that's what we'll do. Now, I find I find wood in beer as a flavor deeply challenging, but that is not to say. But I drink all kinds of things that I think are challenging on here. For one, because I think it's good for you to go outside your comfort zone.
Absolutely.
But two, it's like I'm always afraid I'm going to miss something like that. But it has to incorporate wood.
Yeah, because there's
Right?
pine, there's cedar, there's oak.
Yeah, I was just going to say oak. So
we
we're
can
going to make an
oak.
oaked beer. So what would be an interesting thing to have an oaked
That
aspect?
is fantastic. That's
Right?
a great question.
Or smoky too.
No, I was just going to say there's actually two ways you could do it. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
you could-
that's true.
You could smoke a grain
Yeah.
if you wanted to, but that does a specific. That's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
whole thing.
One thing, what do you think about a porter for something like this? Like, I
well,
mean, that's what this
honestly,
reminds me
around
of.
the front,
It just reminds
all
me
that
of a porter.
all that cladding.
Yeah.
And certainly the smell, the roast smell, which
Yeah.
of course is obviously apparent to us here, but all the cladding is the perfect color already.
Yeah.
So let's try to access that like smoky wood character
Yeah.
with a porter.
I think that's one really great one. Neon Graveyard or Noble Knife Beer. That would be fantastic.
Next week, I'll make a
Yes.
note.
Absolutely fantastic idea.
Right, so
We have a lot of themes that we could use for that
oh
too.
for sure, but porter's easy peas.
Porter's a great one just because it's light drinking.
Just surprisingly, so,
Everybody can.
right?
Most people enjoy a porter.
Yeah.
Because it's not as heavy as you're going with the stout.
Regardless of how it looks, it's actually pretty friendly,
Yeah.
generally speaking, as a style.
Because it's really just a lot of
It's
two-row.
an ale, yeah. I mean, ultimately, right?
Yeah, just
but it's
a dark ale.
inflected with some
Yeah,
roast.
if it's for the bar, something sociable. Because if what a bar is not sociable.
So we have that option.
So porter's classic. I'm trying to think. Where else have I seen oaking and wood chips? Because I've seen some stuff
Just about
from Silver City
well,
too.
the crazy thing is, people are experimenting with oaking and barrel aging.
Oh, even with ales
in
and
anything
stuff,
in blonde ales and Belgiums, especially with the blonde stout,
no,
like a
no,
coffee
no.
blonde stout that has been aged.
We've
so-
had decent success on the blonde stout tip. What do we think about taking the oak chips, and then building them into, like a standard ale? I mean, I've even seen I've even seen like a regular thing,
There's
but it's
precedence.
inflected with
Yeah. Like
So
you
what
could
does that
do
look like?
you
What does
could
it
do
look
a
like when you have
pale.
the chips?
What do
Like
you mean?
like in the secondary fermentation, I assume is when you add the chips to soak.
Yeah, so there's two ways you can do it. The chips are meant to mimic being in a barrel.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you go to your local homebrew
You can do
shop,
that, that's so
Oh no!
cool.
So you can either barrel it,
Yeah,
or you can
just put it-
basically
literally brew
soak
it with
chips.
it.
yeah,
That is
they
so
make
cool.
now they make these. It looks like an oak chip about this size, and it's a corkscrew.
Oh,
so there's more surface
Oh,
area.
for maximum surface area,
Yeah,
right?
so you just
it's
drop
like
it- you just
like
drop
a
'em in.
spindle
Yeah.
of oak. Okay.
So you can do it either way. Now at homebrew shops, most homebrew shops now, you can get 5-gallon barrels that you can age beer in.
Well, and I know that you have one. We've always had a fantasy
Yeah.
about what we could put in there.
Yeah.
I mean, if we were gonna play that card, this seems like a good.
This
time
is the right one to do it.
This seems like a good time to do it. I mean, technically, you could do that even with the porter.
You could do it with the porter. You can do it with anything. Just that if you want to inflect that taste to a beer, you could do a pale.
Yeah.
And have it barrel aged.
Yeah. So Takan says applewood chips like barbecue. you could definitely use
could. It'd be
applewood
interesting.
chips. Applewood, in terms of a soak, doesn't have an incredibly strong flavor. It's a
Yeah.
very mild wood as a soak. Now we actually have grains that were smoked with applewood.
Yep, still got 'em.
And that is quite good. But even then, it's much more gentle than
Very much so.
the sort of smoking you typically do on a grain.
Yep. So we could do a smoked pale.
Yeah.
We could do a smoked, Empty Heads, an oaked IPA. That's the thing.
An oaked IPA.
With
This
a
would-
sharp. Hang on. So the sharp hop.
Well, it doesn't have to be super sharp. Remember this. This is not a double IPA, right?
Yeah. I
This
guess
is
that's
just going to
true.
be a pale that has, you could make it a mango oak if you really wanted to. There's so many ways you can go with it.
You could go like Dorado
Mm-hmm.
or Pack Jade.
Burma or
Gosh, you could. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Here. So let's say between these two, just to get the process moving, I'm going to throw up that. Is our poll thing set up, Josh? Usually I see it up there.
Yeah, probably.
Do you want me to refresh it on my side?
There we go. Now
Oh,
we can
perfect.
do it over here.
Dude,
Are you having fun sliding?
put your hand out.
Yeah, Taurus, of course. Welcome to the channel. Yeah,
If
this
it spills,
is.
we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah! We're doing it back, doing it back.
You can really do it.
Yeah!
Now, so Taurus, this beer altar was manufactured by Clues and a mysterious force called Husband.
Husband.
Not even the husband, just husband.
Call him Husby, technically.
Husby.
Husby.
Do your thing. Oh, Ryan Hartman is in the questions here.
Yum Yum Beer
Question
Tap.
for
I think
Clues.
that's a great
Oh,
Yum
we
Yum
could-
Hut Beer Tap.
We could deck this out
you
with
could-
Yum
Oh
Yum
God,
Hut.
we put the chef's hat on top of
It's
it.
just a silhouette, right? That silhouette
You
with
could
the,
do the Yum
with
Yum
the hat
Hut
on
sign
top.
on front. Oh, yeah. Oh, we could deck it out Yum Yum Hut style.
Yeah, he would hook that up.
That'd actually be a lot of fun.
Look, they want to go with the porter, and
I think it's cool. I think a porter is
Porter's
a
cool.
rad idea.
I support them. Oh yeah, see, Empty Heads is like Yum Yum Tap only during Last Stones Day week.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Somebody who is into it, they get it. So let's jump on this porter.
Ooh, apple pie porter. Home comfort
You
for the bar.
yeah, but like smoky,
Smoky,
toasty, but then like
with that
sweet
little
flavor.
bit of fruit. Ooh,
That is not a bad idea.
that's not a bad idea.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, but we're just talking about a hearth.
Now we're getting hungry.
Yeah, now I would like to eat some food. So
So what you're saying is next, put a barbecue on this
well,
side.
if you a smoker,
A
if we could,
Yeah.
so, maybe like a pellet
hot
smoker,
plate.
just easy peas.
Teppanyaki top.
Well, yeah, exactly. Just pull it out here.
Exactly.
I can do the thing. I can like make the heart with the egg. I can like put
Exactly.
the egg on the thing
Yeah,
and do like
crack the
heart.
egg, do like the flippy thing.
Oh
that they do
yeah,
with the
no,
spatula.
dude, yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
we've
a
got
lot
it.
of this. Valentine's Day dinner.
Yep, Valentine's Day dinner.
$100. That's
Yep,
both
that's standard.
participants, right? Here, go ahead.
No.
I'm turning this into a money-making opportunity. Teppanyaki.
You know, you can take the kid out of AI, but you can't take the AI out of
No,
AI.
exactly. It's about that dough.
Yeah.
So, porter. What's
So
next?
let's get some ABV up in here.
Right.
So a typical porter is going to be anywhere from about 4.8 to 6.3. But we can go a little higher if we want to. You just don't want to go too high because then that's going to bring it into a multi-phase.
I'm actually going to
where
go.
We're going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to suggest something even lower. I'm going to say 4, 5, 6. Just because we should have the opportunity. I know that you were talking about sociability. ABV.
I agree. It does need a takoyaki maker built in. 'Cause good Lord.
Oh yeah.
We could just 45 this side.
No. Flex that over here, but as long as you have the heat source, I have the traditional Evil Skeever pan.
Oh, really?
So you can set that right on there. It's cast iron.
So we can make the stones
like
here.
60 years old. Just set
Okay.
it right here, make that, and obviously serve subsequently. So we're ready to
Cornerstones
go.
in the house with the
Yeah,
beer.
all day long.
Yeah,
Got the fresh jam.
with the nacho cheese.
That's it.
I made it at home to try it.
It was
It's
yeah.
interesting.
The nacho cheese Evil Skeever.
Yeah.
The nacho cheese pancake sphere is a very novel.
This is a thing?
Yeah.
This is the thing. I think it was Brian's thing, right? For dinar was the nacho cheese thing,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was because it's like almost like a pancake mix for the outside.
Oh,
So you
super.
have a sweet with the salty inside.
I'm all for it.
It was interesting.
Well, no, so do you know about takoyaki?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here. So
Oh, yeah.
have you ever seen a takoyaki tray, like the maker?
Yep.
Okay, because I did not know about that. I mean, takoyaki and Evil Skeevers are the same
Yep.
thing, except that one of them is made with minced, savory octopus.
Yes.
So in that way, they're not
good.
the same.
it's good.
They're really nothing alike. So
They're distinct in
the
that
innards are
specific
different.
respect. Yes, but basically the idea of like a savory pancake sphere and a sweet pancake sphere. Shroomish was saying that Evil Skeevers and beer sound like an amazing combo, and that's not wrong at all.
No, it's
You have the
finger food.
Strawberry jam, powdered sugar dust.
We did blackberry.
But oh yeah, of course. Well, here
Blackberry here. We just go pick them outside.
Yeah, I can say blackberries here are a kind of garbage.
Yeah,
like
they're weeds. I have a lot.
Yeah, they're everywhere. It's like you can do your best to stop having blackberries in your yard. God help you.
No.
You will not win.
The vines
These
are like
clever,
this thick around.
They are clever beasts. They're
thorns.
spined.
Ugh.
And they'll bite the flesh. So they want 4. And look.
Yeah, sessionable.
It's the wisdom of crowds, know what I mean?
Yep.
So we're talking about something that you can have many of. I've told that story a bunch of times where I was down in Oz. So my very first Oz trip, I basically saw MC Frontalot like every night. Like it was his first time in. It was his first time down in Australia, and so I just went to all of his shows like every night.
So the first Oz with the outside tent.
Yeah,
mud.
with the mud and the
mud.
water.
Yes.
Yeah, and the pool of standing water by the electrical outlet. That's a fun
was good.
convention.
Good
Anyway,
times.
so the way that it works from there, beyond that, is that there's lots of opportunities down there to make friends in bars while you're listening to nerdcore hip hop. And people kept buying me this Carlton Draught. And it's not a beer that I would ordinarily drink. I mean, Carlton Draught must be considered something like a classic American lager, like a Coors or something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just their version of it. And I didn't understand it. It's like, generally speaking, when I address beer, it's like as an aesthetic experience. And for other reasons, which will, shall remain nameless. But the whole thing about it is that that's not the purpose of Carlton Draught. Like, I completely misunderstood it.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, the purpose is to have something in your hand to drink while you were with your friends.
Oh, nice.
Out of the house.
So it's literally the sociable beer.
No, exactly. Like,
That's really cool.
it is just social grease. And that is its entire purpose. And I was coming at it from this like fancy pants way, and
Sniff.
no, exactly. And I was having less fun than the people who just accepted that this was.
This is just what you do.
It's just a tool.
Yeah.
It's just a social tool. Anyhow, so Ab, we got it. It's 4.
Let's get some color on here. Anywhere's between 22 and 40, so the world's your.
Oh wow, that's
You're
big
pretty
range.
much your oyster.
22 and 40. That's not even a choice. So can you toss up our palette there?
So take a look at that.
Yeah. So
Look at the color spectrum you got.
So 22. Gosh, what is that? That would be like a dark caramel.
Yeah.
I would say. Imagine a dark caramel.
Imagine-
And then 40 is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Welcome to
the show.
Welcome to the grave.
Yeah.
That like 33 to 34 is almost like the front.
Yeah, 29 is like a nut brown.
Yeah.
So 22, dark caramel. And then beyond 22, if we have, let's see, a 28. What do we think about 28?
I like
here?
28 and 29.
Pumpernickel?
29.
Yeah, that's a really, it's a smooth color. Chocolatey is a good word for it.
Chocolatey.
Yeah, like milk chocolatey.
Yep.
And then,
Yeah. Empty heads, welcome to the Thunderdome, motherfucker.
That's almost like this one.
Number 40.
yeah, I was going to say,
R.
moth fucker.
Moth.
Fucker.
Let me.
It works.
Scotch
it
Ales
works.
are doing pretty well.
Yeah, let me make a quick modification here. I want to make sure that moths
Yeah, don't get.
are respected.
With a little R.
Let's try that. Scarlet Ravenwolf, all things I enjoy. If Jerry is DM daddy, does that make Perkins the DM granddaddy? Yeah, I think so.
Do we want to tell him
He's-
that though? I mean,
No.
He's claimed DM to the stars, so
DM to the
That's
stars,
his-
I think, is
that's his thing.
that's the nomenclature.
yeah.
Oh man, essay is like clues to cosplay as Profa Drawn for the
that'd be
LARP episode.
I could make it.
You flex on it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I could cosplay it. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of investment in Profa.
Yeah.
Like Profa is just such a cool. It's just so
I
nice.
want to have like
It's just
the
so
book
nice to
of
know.
Profa.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
just-
history just of that character.
It's so nice to know that she's there.
yeah.
Like, because you know that if shit goes a certain way, she's gonna fix it. But generally speaking, she's just kind of annoyed. But then it can very easily turn into revolutionary fervor when necessary. That's the person you need out there.
Yeah, we call that the unfucker.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
So these. So what we're talking about.
I think we're good here.
We're talking about is motherfuckers.
All right.
Who have been welcomed to the Thunderdome.
Yeah, just come on in.
This is the Thunderdome.
You're not leaving.
Behold.
Friendly though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a friendly. No.
No, it's not. This is very
We're
serious.
gonna throw beer at you.
This is a very
Literally,
serious place.
The mug hits your head.
We're gonna
Better catch it.
slide it vigorously in your direction.
Yeah, exactly. But for you to get,
Yes.
it's not an aggressive act. I mean, I
No.
want to emphasize that.
It's just vigorous.
So, yeah, exactly. It's just with
The
enthusiasm.
Frienderdome. That's perfect.
The Frienderdome.
Shroomish.
Now, ABV4, SRM 40.
Now let's go with the IBUs. That's
Yeah.
going to be anywhere from 25 to 50.
A big range again.
Yeah. Big range just because it's cool.
Yep.
Porters are fine. Porters are fine with it.
That's you got a maltier flavor.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we know about this form. Porters are okay with it.
So would it have to be lower to get the fruitier, or can we go all the way up and still get fruitier?
It depends on the hop, because some hops aren't fruity at all. Some hops are piney or floral, right? And so it depends on what hop we would choose to emphasize fruit, and then based on that, where it sits in the IBUs is like how much of the bitter aspect of that. But the truth is, you can get a lot of that flavor adding it after the boil is completely done, like in a sachet at the end.
Okay.
So that it just, it's more like a tea. Imagine like making iced tea or something like that, where you're just soaking it in. And the same with the wood chips, right? You're just soaking it in the wort, and it is imparting its flavor. But because it's not being boiled, it tastes completely different, right?
I'm so excited that you can soak wood chips.
Oh, hell yeah.
I had no idea.
Well, yeah.
That's amazing.
Because not everybody has access to the other mechanism you use to oak a beer, right?
Or they're impatient, like me.
So IBUs, we're talking about 25.
Yep, to 50. But don't think of it as the 50 as being an IPA in this instance, because 50 to 55 is generally the IPA range, but because we have we're going to have such a malty, chocolatey, and roasty and flavorful beer.
Yeah. I'm gonna give them 25, 35, 45. Just kind of give us a range there in the middle.
Watch out with those horns, man.
Wow.
Chicka, chicka, wow.
But basically, see,
4.
see, another wrestling
Yeah.
already. But I suspect cooler heads will prevail. Ultimately, I suspect 2 is gonna. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
going.
was not wrong.
Well,
I was not wrong
they're
on
going
that.
back.
So
They're fighting.
Clues, it must be said. The level of comfort
Yeah.
that I'm experiencing.
This is like perfect height for
Do you want to know how I built it that way? Because
How?
we're almost the same height.
Dude, because this is like, 'cause I can see you like gently
It's
resting.
comfort.
No, I'm telling you, like, it's like.
Yeah, normally I'm like this. It's like, hey guys,
No,
how's
you
the
can
bar
lean.
treating you? You know?
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah, we're all doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's like,
we're all the
this is great.
same size. No, it's like yesterday. So Ryan and Amityville and myself were playing Phoenix Wright, and it's just like this is what I want. I want to object to things.
Yes.
Strenuously, and it's nice to have a bar when I want to do that. There's cleverness on multiple axes here, but ultimately I think 2 is where we're seated. It's got a 6-vote benefit over the lesser one. So 35, right in the middle of it, which to my mind means that we can do good without getting in your face, which I want in a porter anyway.
Right.
So that's a winner.
So we're going to have 2 choices for our malt, or our primary base malt. One's going to be a traditional 2-row. This is how you would make
It's how you make.
porter.
Well, it's shit, man. It's how you make beer in general.
Most
right?
beer is 2-row, sometimes 6-row, but typically 2-row.
Yeah. For the kinksters out there, right? For
you loggerheads.
sorcerers. So 2-row is basically
Dry, crisp, clean. It's going to emphasize, it's going to allow a lot of the other flavors to come through.
Basically, people use 2-row for a lot of reasons, but
So
one.
that's like the bar top.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's like it's basically, this is like a ale yeast or something like that.
Exactly.
It's designed to do its job.
Yep.
And then not be present.
Yeah, it's just like, Gonna sit this one back, let everybody else shine.
It is confident enough in its own abilities to allow others to succeed.
Exactly.
So that's 2-row.
That's 2-row.
What's another twist?
We're going with Maris Otter on this one because this is going to give us a bready,
already.
Oh, yes.
taste to it.
That's my vote.
Yeah. So basically, we're still talking about a grain, obviously. So when we say bready and doughy, we're really talking about base grain. We're talking about what it feels like on the palate.
It's like the meat of the beer.
No, meat is exactly right.
Yeah.
We're talking about something that is, so compared to 2-row,
body of it.
well, they're both going to offer us sugar for
Yeah.
yeast to eat. Like, they're both going to be a part of the process. They're going to collaborate with us. But Maris Otter is much more present as itself, whereas 2-row is like, man, that tastes good. I'd like to eat a bowl of this, like as a cereal. Maris Otter is a little bit more, okay, well, you know, yeah, you've hung out with this guy, but I've got some novel characteristics. Generally speaking, it's going to be around mouthfeel as well. But when we say bready and doughy, we mean you just know about where it is. It's like an oat
It's like
or
that
something like that.
sourdough.
Yeah. It's going to be much chewier,
Yeah.
right, as an experience. Let's see. Tradius, is a smoky beer with low IBUs even possible?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Super easy.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what most Rausch beers are.
for sure. Yeah, because the IBU is really going to be mostly about hop resins, essentially. That's just how it's measured. That doesn't mean it's not intense on the palate if it has low IBUs. I've had really, really great. In fact, we have the Resistance IPA from our friends at Sketchbook, and that's a 0 IBU IPA. When you go home, take it.
Okay.
Bring it home to husband.
Yeah.
And you guys can try it out.
We have. Do you know if they have it with the hopsy thing? This is Jeff's fault. We bought that little hopsy thing that Jeff has.
And you
It's installed in our kitchen. Oh yeah.
Is it fun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's so nice having just your little mini tap in the kitchen.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
really
know.
convenient.
I am definitely drawn to it. I'm sort of spoiled because I have my corner store has got a lot of really solid taps. So if I need something like a little jug or tank, typically I bring a growler over there. But my growler is from before growler is like, now that's a normal thing. You can go to fucking Walgreens and fill your growler.
Yeah.
It's nonsense, right? But when the very first growler that I got, at least when I heard the term, in the UK, I understand the growler means something different. I urge you not to look it up.
Don't Google.
Oh, really?
Pulls don't. Yes.
Don't Google.
Talp told me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
see?
Google.
Yeah, you fucked it up, man.
Yeah, it's Talp's
now
fault.
now every time I look at a growler, I'm like, shit. Okay, well, here's a novel image. But anyway, but the growler that I have is the one that I had from when I was doing brewing, like a brew on premises type thing. So up in Edmonds, Gallagher's, where you brew, is like, you can do home brewing, but like on fucking gigantic kettles. Like really, really big, like fill 6 cases per batch. Just go and pay for ingredients, and they have a bunch of recipes you can use. Like, it's super, super fun. But the growler I got from them, I swear to fucking God, is like 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons. It is a warhead.
It's not a growler.
No, not anymore.
That's a mini barrel can.
Not anymore. It's like now you have the growler, and it's like, that's like a 22, dude. Like, what do you mean growler? Why would that term be appropriate? Yeah, when you pour from this thing, it roars. Like, it's a serious piece of fucking machinery.
So
now,
I get a noun, a personal animal or thing that growls.
yes.
Obsolete, a 4-wheeled handsome cab.
The pulley
Or a
the
Canadian small
Pollyon?
iceberg.
Keep looking.
The Pollyon kind of put it up in there for you.
Yeah.
See it? Yeah.
Growler, the lady garden.
Yeah.
Are we done here?
Like I said, don't Google. You'll come up with some fun images.
No. I said do not.
Hey, listen, you can't just say that shit and say don't Google it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Everybody's Googling all the time.
Don't do that. Okay,
That's
I'm
the
gonna
world
do
we
it.
live in. Maris Otter, my friend.
Cool. So now we can do one of two things. We can add some Pilsner into this, which is going to create
Yes.
a light body.
Yeah.
Which is what we're
how
going for.
how would you differentiate Pilsner and 2-row?
Pilsner,
It's brighter, right?
it's brighter. It's going to be a little more sweet and a little more clear and crisp. two row.
Oh, it's basically just on a range. It's on it's on a continuum with two row. Two row is crisp and clean. Pilsner is
Pretty
like,
much.
let me show you how to do it, kid.
Yeah.
All right. So Pilsner is a great combo with the Maris Otter because it's not going to get in our way. Brighter, crisper. So what else do you think?
I'm thinking we can go, instead of doing that, we'll have Maris as our main,
Yeah.
and then we can hit it with some Carafa.
Oh, okay. So
Now, I'll hit you with some Carafa notes.
So Carafa has color too, right?
This is going to bring our color, start to make it really dark, but this is going to intensify the aroma that you get out of the beer.
Yeah. So intense, rich malt aroma.
Apparently, growler also means that in Ireland. Good to know.
Yeah. So keep.
Just keep it in the U.S.
Yeah, I was just gonna say let's have different. Let's have our own
Keep it
definitions
stateside.
for these things. Let's. Yeah, Fanny is a novel separation as well.
Is it really?
Yeah, I would say that it means the opposite.
Yeah, fanny packs there. Just no.
Fanny packs. Oh no.
Yeah.
God, that's not the same term at all, is it?
No. I learned that out. I went to Ireland and found that out the hard way.
Well,
In what context were you? You had
I
the fanny
had-
pack.
I had
my
one.
fanny pack.
It was
People
like-
just look at you.
Yeah, I had a fanny pack and was somebody. The day that I got there was a giant concert that let out, and I got there probably about 8 o'clock at night, and I was just going straight to the first bar because I was 19 at the time.
Oh, for
So
sure.
it was legal there.
Oh,
to drink over there.
Oh, no,
I was
for
like,
sure. No,
I've never
'Cause
done it.
I was when I went with Brenna. She was 20 and I was 21.
Yeah.
And so it's like it was fine for me in the U.S., but not fine for her.
Exactly.
And so you get there, and that's like the normal age.
Yeah, that was
Right.
the first thing I went, and I had like a little kind of side fanny pack type thing just for all of the plain. Yeah, and I said fanny pack in a bar. Oh boy,
Yeah. You get those. You get those
you get
looks.
the looks.
Yeah, she's got the look.
Yeah.
It's like she
Yeah,
gets the
she
look.
gets the looks, and it was
let's bring it
bad.
back. Here, Carafa.
Carafa.
All right, that will lead to some interesting choices.
Let's see. So Scary Crazy Butter Knife says, I got here late. What's the thesis on this yeast business? What's the goal? So at this point, we are simply trying to contain in liquid form the very instrument.
The beast.
Exactly. The very instrument of drunkenness.
Yes.
We're trying to create a harmonious diagram that includes both bar and beer in a single liquid. Never been attempted before.
So, next choice,
Yeah.
chocolate malt.
Oh, see, chocolate malt's a great choice.
This is going to make it taste like raspberries.
Raspberry
No,
chocolate.
chocolate. Just straight up, deep, intense chocolate.
Yeah, and it gets there, even though it does not, include chocolate. It's just the roasted nature of this grain confers the same mouthfeel and texture, sort of, as roasted chocolate.
Yes.
But it doesn't include it, right? Choco latte.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. I shouldn't have said it that way.
We're creating our own words.
Chocolate.
I got it. All right.
works.
So chocolate malt. It does exactly what it says, but it is dark.
Motherfucker.
AF. Yeah.
Chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. Mothfucker.
Mothfucker.
Motherfucker. Right, no. So chocolate malt,
Tastes like chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Classic.
chocolate.
It's like, where did they get that name? I don't know.
Very small.
Yeah.
Like by the time that process is done with the grain, it is diminished.
Yeah.
In size, but not in taste. So what else you got?
I got some special...
Special B.
Nope, special roast.
Special. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because special roast is going to give us a biscuity, toasted flavor.
Yes.
So that could really complement the Maris Otter that we put in. So do you want to be more chocolatey, or do you want this to taste more of like a toasty, biscuity pie, like a
Crust.
crust? Yeah, like a cobbler crust type of taste.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Because it's so bready and malty.
Both of these sound really good.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So let me put that in your face. So the chocolate malt, as you see, physically quite small, gets ground up, but even in the tiny percentages that you're going to use in a recipe like this, you can still see it though speckled throughout. And of course, now that we have a capacity to do so, we can keep that device right below.
Right.
We'll be able to sing and be affectionate toward the grains, which is what they demand.
Yes.
That's a huge plus for us. But yeah, even a very, very small amount, as soon as you get that dough in, as soon as the water, initially washes over the grain bed, you start to see the effects fast. And of course, special roast is just a different twist on it. It's still gonna confer plenty of color, but its taste is not going to be that chocolate bitter bite. It's really much more on the traditional malt flavor profile, just on the darker side of it. Empty Heads, can we start an ACK-INT beer club like the Breweries Reserve Society? I support clubs 100%. See, Big Dog says Jerry cosplay as Prophet. I mean,
I would love to see that.
I would like to see it too. Not opposed.
harumph, I think is the technical term. Oh, hey, Taurus Beesinger, can I send a reminder that Mother's Day is coming up? I think C-Team moms might like some letters or gifts. True. Quite true. Neon Graveyard, how long until a D&D game is played at the bar?
Probably short order.
I was going to say, you might have seen, when Ryan was in here, you might have seen me trying to push that angle on him. I think this would be a very, very fun, that would be an incredibly fun
That would be a
D&D
fun D&D
event.
game.
I would love to hear a D20 hit the surface of this epoxy resin
Definitely roll
stuff.
it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
It happened?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Does it roll
have
straight?
dice in my bag.
Does it roll straight off?
It can.
When it hits that surface, does it just go where it
Yeah.
wants to go?
I've got dice right over there.
Indeed. Now, it is special roast, Mon Frere.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, that's going to be
Toastiness.
so rich. Yum, yum, yum. It's a special roast. And I made, preparations to outsmart myself.
Yeah.
I have a note that has all of the specific variables associated with brewing. I have it's down at the bottom.
Sure.
We're doing great. Everything's great, is what I'm saying.
It's all great. It's all fine. Nothing to see here.
No. Thwap says, is the next logical step to add wheels and an engine, and then enter it into Wizard Cart
Well, we've got the wheels.
with DCD, exactly, with drawn quarter decals. So in the drawn quarter decals, we're talking about one sign attached by magnets.
Yeah.
We're halfway there already. And the fact of the matter is it's festooned with wheels.
Just
it
you already
has
have
no less
strips in the wood. You could literally race cars across in
Yeah,
lanes.
exactly. But I'm saying that, it has no less than 12 wheels.
Oh yeah,
Already.
I think I put over a dozen on here at least.
Oh, are there some in the center as well?
Well, they're all on the edge. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
It's a healthy supply.
There's a lot. We're good.
It's
on
a healthy
wheels.
supply. And the best part of it is that because it's modular, like I can't see a reason why this would be true. But because it's modular, if it needed to be bigger,
Oh, we could easily make it bigger.
it could very, very easily. Basically you have this seam here, easy to build something out. The truth is that you could build an extra part there and get this into like a full L shape.
We could take just
with
this
ease.
base, take this top off, make a new base, and make it bigger, and
Yeah.
it would just be one solid unit
Yeah, even on the same footprint.
on the same footprint.
Honestly, but it'd be so easy to get this thing broken out here on the corner and then
Oh,
extend
you could
it.
have more, however you want to put it.
God, I wonder if there's an SCA play,
Yeah, there is. That'd be
right?
great.
You
Yeah.
got the taps.
Yeah, we got the taps.
You're ready to go. This would be, you would make fucking friends
Yeah.
in the middle of the night in the woods if you have 2 taps. That's my experience at SCA events.
Yes.
All right, now what's
So,
next?
Let's get some hops in here. The first choice that sounds fantastic, I always love, and it's very traditional too, or it can be used in porters, is Brewer's Gold.
Oh yeah, it's a classic British hop.
Yep.
Right?
Fruit, spice, and black currant.
Yeah.
So it's going to be making it, this is where the fruit is going to be coming in to this beer.
Yeah, but along with other things that are not pine, so they don't get in the way, but at the level of IBUs we're talking about, this is still present.
Yep.
Okay.
Another one. This is going to be a little bit of an oddball throw in there, but Brooklyn hops.
Tell me more.
I don't think you've used that yet.
So, you know,
haven't.
what you do with these hops is...
What do you do? You
put
gotta
that-
talk like this.
You put that, it's very distinctive. You know, it's... Listen, all I'm saying right now is it's about 18% alpha. All right, you got the...
You wanna
Listen,
rock
hey,
right now?
Fuck yeah. All right, listen to this. So, what you're going to get from this, distinctively tropical.
Distinctive.
Yes.
Tropical?
And tropical.
Tropical.
I don't associate the tropics with...
That's because
Brooklyn?
you don't come here often.
Yeah,
Okay, my
exactly.
friend?
Okay.
It is very tropical. We have
Tropical.
fruits.
They like the mango, they like the pineapple.
Tropical fruit in the Brooklyn hop. Okay. Yeah.
But it's going to be grapefruit and passion fruit.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I almost need an East Coast Eric all the time now.
Yeah. That is his home. It's where he's from.
Jesus. No, I just saw this. I thought it said erotica.
What is it?
Dude, they're gonna run out of names for hops. Believe it. Oh, it's a Roika, I guess.
Oh yeah, real quick, scrolling by, that's what it looks like.
Very. Oh, it's
I've
very
never heard of
hot,
it, yeah.
clean.
For the sexy bar.
Very bitter.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be that level of alpha. All right. Well, there we go. So yeah, we like the Brewer's Gold. We like the Brooklyn. They're both cool. I feel like one is breaking away
Just a little.
already. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But this is again. So I was describing the process before, whereby fantasies can be converted into realities. It's happened several times that I've seen. The beer that we're coming up with right here, and we can literally serve it from these taps.
I'm so excited for that.
I mean, we can just be in a constant state of christening this motherfucker. Like, why should we ever stop?
No.
I think we're going to...
Please don't.
We could paint on this later today.
You
and
can.
just drink all day.
Yeah, we might as well, right? Because we'll set up our
We need those, like, the studio chairs, you know?
yeah.
Chair free.
What's that?
There's rolling chairs.
Rolly
Rolly
chairs.
chairs.
Ah,
Dope.
perfect.
But yeah, I mean, why not? Like, why not have it up on here, and then you'll be able to get some close in shots
Sure.
up on the lid of this thing. Yeah, probably. All right.
Change
Dude.
the sign out. We need a new sign.
Yeah, right.
That's for the painting show.
They want the Brewer's Gold.
That's a great... It's the best
Yeah,
choice.
damn near 40 votes on that.
What was our IBUs on this puppy?
Well, let me check
35?
this list that I
Something.
made.
The good notes.
35.
All right.
Interesting. Yeah, Brewer's Gold.
Really good.
I know, right? But Brewer's Gold is such a classic porter hop anyway.
All
That's
right.
going to work. It's such a rich malt bed, too.
Yep, this is going to taste
yee.
fantastic.
Roast, carafa, and otter. Fuck me.
So let's talk about some yeast that we want to
Yeast.
throw into this thing.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps mentioning Fuggles. What's a Fuggles profile?
Fuggles is another classic. That's another classic sort of UK hop.
Okay.
So we're going to go with, first one is London Ale. This
Okay.
is going to be dry and malty. So, and it's going to
Yeah.
leave us with those, it gives the oak flavor as well, if we want to put oak in that.
Well, exactly. And it's mostly going to get out of the way. Mm-hmm. That's the key. Yeah, and just think about it. Think about the London ales you had,
Yep.
right? And a lot of ale yeasts, almost that's more or less what defines ale yeasts, is that they don't fuck with it.
No. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You're not getting it. It's not like a Belgian where you have all these wild.
where it's like the Joker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What if all these grains
Don't
tasted
mean
like
shit.
gum?
Yeah.
Why not? It's just flipping tables over
Yeah.
basically in the profile.
Yeah.
taste.
Ooh, interesting.
So what are we thinking here?
Oh, we've got English ale yeast as a suggestion.
Same kind of flavor.
Don't you dare! I see you in the Brett.
Ooh.
Don't you
Ooh.
fucking dare!
I mean, it's there.
You'll be the first person to be murdered on this bar. Think about that.
Easy cleanup.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is great. You thought of everything.
Actually, I kind of like the British ale is going to be more fruity in flavor.
Well, here, then that's not a bad.
That could be really
that
kind
isn't
of
a
fun
bad
too.
flip.
Yeah.
If you're down.
Yeah, I say go with that. Ooh,
Okay.
wee.
Ho ho ho.
Oh,
Yorkshire.
interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Fruit and chewy malt characteristics, but finishes dry, producing balanced beer.
Yes, it should finish dry for a porter.
So it moderate nutty flavor with some stone fruit. That sounds fantastic.
Perfect for this.
No, again, they specifically describe it as chewy.
Yeah. Chewy bread.
Chewy. That moist loaf.
Right in the craw.
No, that's right. This area.
Yes.
Any place
pleased.
any place in here is fine for bread.
Yes.
Just get it in there. Don't wait. Don't hesitate.
That's great. I see no ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
They're like London ale, not on
Don't
my
you do it,
watch.
Josh.
We're like, we'll do everything else
Don't
traditionally.
you-
Fuck the rest.
Damn it, Josh. I saw it.
I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn! Yeah, it's jumping. But then you have that revolutionary percentage. Mm-hmm. They're trying to destroy the system.
Josh, you can't do
Josh!
votes.
What? It only accepts one. I know this.
Yeah, until he fucks with the system and resets it.
Yeah, Wraithwell is like, listen, there's abuses here. Speaking of which,
Hey, St. Brian's in there.
West Yorkshire. Oh, St. Brian, so good
Maybe.
to see you, man. Hey, so West Yorkshire, nutty flavor,
Yeah, I think I
chewy
got it.
stone fruit,
Love it.
interesting hop build, very legitimately delicious malt bill. Super pleased. Now, so our intention, gathered throng, is to collect and honor this bar, and indeed the bar it represents cosmically, the bar that exists in all places at once, anytime a bottle is opened. So we need a name to describe this porter. That is the phase we have reached, and I'm looking for your names in the chat.
Name time.
I know.
Bar raiser.
Raise the bar.
We can't do Brews Clues. That was close enough to the
Brews.
that they made for me.
Yikes.
That's funny.
Brews Clues.
What do we call it? Tinker's Lantern. So that
Yeah,
makes
way
sense.
back.
We're good.
That-
Yeah.
And that was an awesome
That was
concept.
Plain of grain.
Dark Rolls, Bar
Bar
Sprays,
snacks.
Friender Dome, Port Townsend.
do
I
like
agree.
Friendo.
We got to get Swayze in on this. Or Swayze-esque, yes.
We can get somebody to send right out there.
Yeah.
For all you know, they're already there. Praise the bar.
Open port all.
Bar Malice. That's great.
The grain altar. That's
I like it. Mood operator. Mood
Pico.
operator. Yawning
Yawning porter.
Wow.
Are you for real? Oh my.
Holy shit, that is great.
Ooh, palate cleanser for the palate.
Palate.
Essay.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good. God damn
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
So good.
That's this motherfucker,
yeah,
dude.
Essay Wells is always on point. Man.
It's real good. It's real good.
The
Drawn and Portier.
Portables.
That's fucking great.
Drawn.
Empty heads, that's awesome.
Shit, a clues. I love you, wizard.
See, Essay is like,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
I'm
I know.
I'm very pleased with myself.
I know.
Doing science during the day, creating great beer names, writing great fanfic.
Yep.
Running D&D for his family.
Portable bar.
Portable bar. Oh, see, that's
Dark
The
exactly.
Portal.
movable rod. Ooh. There's so many good ones.
I'm putting a movable rod in there.
Yeah.
And what's more, monster.
Monster.
Nailed on.
I think only Eric can say it
Bar
properly.
of 7 parts. I got love for you, Pearl Chaser. I got love.
Yeah.
Portable bar. I like
Nailed on. But nothing's too much nailed on.
that. Yeah. It's mostly epoxy.
Yeah.
Is
And magnets.
Is that even the right word for this?
It basically, yeah.
Okay.
It's a heat tempered, so you can put heat and stuff on it.
All right. Let's take a look at this. We got
a good
Good lord.
we got 6
We got a
here.
good choice.
We got a
I think you need to save some of these names.
no more
Yeah.
nails. Intoxicated.
intoxicated. Oh, God. Acquisitions intoxicated.
Times. That's good.
Urbar. Call me an Urbar. I'm done. Urbar.
Urbar.
Jack. Come now, sir.
Can't bring them anywhere.
Ooh, they're all over the place.
Jack is so hardcore. He like subbed to the channel, like on the day he wasn't here, and then the rest of the time he just tries to make the channel great. It's nuts. Oh, dude, shit! He's been sent to the fucking word
Wow.
Oh
Word
shit!
Fort Lemon.
Population 450. God.
Yeah, we're getting up there.
Yeah.
We serve cookies in
That
that.
august body.
Oh, and there's Brian, St. Brian.
Yeah, but the truth is that Yawning Porter just murdered it though.
Yeah, it's real. What was the? I don't know. The
I liked
Drawn-
Palate Cleanser.
No,
Drawn and Portier?
they're
That
all
one's good,
they're
too.
all
Fucking
killer.
palate
And then
cleanser.
Drawn and Portier.
But don't forget. I mean, Drawn and Portier. We're gonna make a
That's-
porter again. I mean, it's one of the classic styles. It's it's one of the apostles, really.
Yeah.
Oh, runoff vote.
Gathered friends.
We got Yawning
Oh,
Porter.
there's no. Yawning Porter has too many votes.
Yeah, it's good.
It has too many votes, friends. Yawning Porter, it is. Clues and the spectral, invisible force that is husband.
Husby, yay.
Husbito. Listen, I can't even begin to thank you. I mean, the only way that I can think of is to try to, use this bar to make cool things that bring people together and spend time together and work on cool projects like this. That's the best way I can think of to make it happen.
It's perfect.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Nice work. Hey, now, do you know how to seize the very handles of
yes.
the universe?
Oh, yes.
All right, well, here. So let's get a hold of it. Now, is the universe ready for us, Josh?
Yeah.
All right, here, ready? So we're going to send this over, of course, to my good friend Gabriel, the art angel. And then, like I say, I'll jump back in there. We'll hang out for another hour and a half or so. We'll get the strip finished. Then we'll come back in here, and we should be able to finish our AdMech and GSC
Yes.
today, hopefully.
Today.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Get a hold of it.